Good afternoon, lads and ladies. Decided to wear the old boat hat today, or whatever, Amish hat, because it kind of goes with the tash. It is still Movember. That's why I've got the tash similar to a guy who looks similar to me. If you know, you know. You know? Anyway, let's get straight into this, because this caught my eye this morning on the YouTubes, and it's pretty stupid. It is very pretty stupid. It's called Soda Can Satellites Destroy Your Mind on Flat Earth. Posted by Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app. Alrighty then, let's get stuck in.
Today we're all going to review this bit of footage, and I'd like your feedback.
And my feedback you shall have, good sir.
Is this footage real?
Yes. Thank you, lads and lassies. I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh wait, there's more.
Or fake, if you're a globie, or if you're on the fence, or you're uncertain. Please let me know what you think about this footage. I'd like to know.
Nah, you really wouldn't like to know. Just like all flat earthers, you just want somebody to basically back up what you're saying. You don't want to hear anything else. That's why people like you and others always delete other people's comments. So yeah, you don't want to know.
But this is what helps to try and defend the globe. Stuff like this is sent to me as evidence. So let's have a look. Today's bit of footage is a Japanese spacecraft, which is like an HTV.
Just hold the phone a quick sec. Now, here's something I spotted straight off the bat. He said that like he knows what this thing is, okay? He said it's a Japanese spacecraft, kind of like a HTV. As if he knows what an HTV is. Look it up, dude, before you make videos about things that you know nothing about. The HTV is a H2 transfer vehicle, HTV. It's not like an HTV, it is an HTV.
Cargo craft bringing supplies. It's arrived at the International Space Station. We're looking at the footage. I think this happened a few weeks ago or last week, but the footage has only just been released.
Alright, well, there's the first unbacked up bullshit lie. It's not a case that this just happened last week and they've only now released the footage. You can watch this live. This is live streamed from the ISS through JAXA, through NASA Spaceflight, through NASA themselves, sometimes Lab Padre. There's a few different groups that post the live feed, which takes about 12 or 14 hours. So this is nonsense. Not to mention, they've been sending these up to the ISS since the 90s. Since I was a child, they've been sending these to the ISS. There is hundreds and hundreds of hours of footage of this spacecraft going to the ISS. So to suggest that it's new or that they're hiding it and only just released the footage, I thought it's CGI. Why would they need to just hold on, I'm being ungentlemanly. Tell me, good sir, why would they need to do this soft release of the footage when they could just fucking stream it live and pretend it's real because it's CGI and none of us can go up there to prove it? Dipshit.
And the footage is filmed from the outside of the ISS, one of their external cameras. So let's have a look for realism. Is this real? Or is this fake? Already it looks pretty damn awful. I'm going to give my opinion, but I'd love yours. It looks like a CGI soda can, soft drink can, with a couple of bits stuck onto it. It looks fucking terrible, to be honest.
So here's the thing, right, about spacecraft. Up until now, we've only had a few spacecraft that actually looked, in my opinion, some people might argue with me, but there's only been a few that have looked like really cool. Like Crew Dragon looks amazing. I think that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Obviously, you guys know I'm a massive Space Shuttle fan. Space Shuttle looked incredible. The Buran, the Russian version of the Space Shuttle, looked amazing. But most vehicles are kind of boring. Like, this is a boring looking vehicle. It's a very functional vehicle. It's built to be cheap because they get sent up all the time and get burnt up on re-entry. What these people expect is like this big super duper sci-fi looking machine. The fact is we don't need it. This cargo pod, it's a cargo pod. It's literally bringing up food, water, extra clothing, and it's bringing back poop for the most part. It's a cargo pod, and you say bits stuck on the outside. What do you want to see on the outside? What is it? Can you tell us what it is that you want these machines to look like? They don't have to look like anything. They just have to work. And this has worked for a very long time. Just like the Soyuz has been flying for decades. Because it works. It looks boring as shit, but it works. Moving on. Actually, I'd take that back. Not moving on. You say that it's fake or that it looks like CGI. Show me what on that image looks like CGI in your opinion. Show me what looks fake and tell me why it looks fake. Don't just say it looks like it can, so it must be fake. Show me why it's fake. Tell me why it's fake. Show me some scientific reason why that machine wouldn't work. Anything, not just it looks like it's got stuff stuck on the side of it. Yeah, it does look like it's got shit stuck on the side of it. Well done. Trucks driving down the road look like they got shit stuck on the side of it too. But it's not there for the fun of it. Things are put there for a reason. Tell me what any of those parts are. And tell me why that doesn't work.
You can see the arm now coming from the ISS to connect with the, what looks like to me, a CGI soft drink can.
We can just keep playing this game. Again, why does it look like it's CGI? Like, why? Give me something more than it just looks like CGI. Tell me why it looks like CGI.
This is exciting stuff. You know, it's quite a lot of cuts in this, like there, for example, in the shadows.
1 meter from capture.
Yeah, so the reason why there's cuts and you see the shadow jumping is because the original footage is hours and hours and hours long. If you did a second of research, you would go and find these videos that are 13 to like 20 hours long, depending on the mission. But no, it's so much easier if you just go, looks like CGI, so it must be CGI.
Please, if you believe this, please explain this to me, why you think this is real.
Okay, I will do. I think this is real because of the overwhelming evidence, all of the data that backs up the launches, the docking, the tracking, the decades of evidence. Now, I ask you, just give me one reason why it's fake. Not just, it looks fake. Give me a reason why it's fake.
The ISS is docked with the CGI soda can.
Not to split hairs here or anything, but it's not actually docked with the ISS yet. That's called soft capture. Docking comes quite a bit later.
We can all breathe a sigh of relief there. That was worrying, and if I'm honest, it cannot be easy docking a spacecraft with a CGI Coke can. It can't be easy, can it, guys? I mean, the soda can's dimensions don't make it easy. Add to the fact it's CGI, it can't be easy, so fair play. Let's just continue a little bit longer. I mean, look at this, folks. Look at it.
And we have a good soft capture. 6:12 a.m. Central Time, the International Space Station was flying 262 statute miles over the southern border of the South African country of Angola.
Thank you, young man. So, let's just pause it. If you're a space fan, please explain this to me. This official footage showing what blatantly, in my eyes, looks like a CGI soda can docking with the supposed ISS.
So he's asking us to explain this video. What is there to explain? The video is self-explanatory. You're the one saying it's fake. If you're saying it's fake, show us how it's fake. Anything whatsoever. And then we can go back to you and explain why you're wrong, most likely. But you're asking us to explain it. What do you want us to explain exactly? Can you point to one element of this video that you say is fake, tell us why you think it's fake, and then allow us to answer your questions? Not just say, explain this. That's like me saying, explain walls. I want you to explain walls. Well, you can explain the basics. A wall, makes up part of a house or whatever. Yeah, but explain walls. I just did. Like, this video shows you everything. Like, what are you trying to explain walls? Makes no sense.
Official footage. Please explain this if you're on the fence, what you think about this. You're more than likely going to say this footage is nonsense, even if you're on the fence and you're being honest. And then if that's the case, you need to ask yourself, why? If you look into this a bit more, you'll realise why. Because the globe is nothing but pure fantasy, pushed in pantomime form through the television and the education system. Backed by absurdities like this. They're trying to defend the ridiculous absurdity of living on a cannonball, spinning and wobbling and flying through a vacuum, which bears no resemblance on reality whatsoever.
Except it is perfectly in keeping with reality. Thank you, Bob, for proving it. Thank you, Jaron, for proving it. Thank you, loads of other people, for proving it. You're the one that has to say, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake, he's a shill, that's fake, they're paid for by the globalists, NASA's this and they're that, and that's fake, and everybody's fake. But me, this uneducated dude talking absolute bollocks on the internet, who doesn't even know the name of the vehicle that he's talking shit about, is right. And all the world scientists are wrong. Yeah, I'm going to believe that.
But now coming to the rescue to try and save this globe pantomime from further ridicule, we've now got CGI soda cans docking with space stations, and these people are pushing this. You tell me, real or fake?
What do you mean now we have these soda cans? We've had these soda cans for 30 fucking years. What do you mean now? Did you not even just Google it? Did you not even just Google it and say, even if you just type in Japanese spacecraft, it's one of the only ones they made. It's not that fucking hard to find. There's a fantastic wiki page about it. NASA has a page. Well, of course, NASA's lying. This is what I'm talking about with flat earthers. They go, oh, this new fandangled fucking space can over here. It's been around longer than I have. I mean, Jesus, Murphy, there is hundreds of hours of footage of this spacecraft. These different ones. The full list of them is there. Some of the comments on this video, by the way, are some of the funniest fucking things I've ever read. Like, one guy asked about the thrusters on the back. I'll put a picture right here. About those thrusters, and he's like, you really expect us to believe that those thrusters are designed to move this thing around in space, yada yada yada. The idea behind those thrusters is that it elevates the orbit of the craft, changes the speed, and when it comes to deorbiting it, it's fired to drop it into the atmosphere so it burns out. That's all verifiable. Like, you can map all of that stuff out and figure that out for yourself. It's very basic, but of course, basic flat earth doesn't really work. But anyway, lads and lassies, you know how I feel about anything to do with space flight. So I'm going to leave it here because it's frustrating shit. But anyway, Thank you so much for checking out the video. Make sure and like, comment, subscribe if you've enjoyed the footage. Maybe consider becoming a channel member or a Patreon. I'm about to head to the post office right now to send off a load of Christmas cards to my channel members. So yeah, definitely check that out. Lads and lassies, thank you so much. Gurv Mila Mahagut, and we'll crack a fucking space can. Sláinte.